Who's it gonna be? Who's it gonna be? Oh yeah, there's my bitch.
Remember, the ball must travel 10 yards. It's loose. Mud Dogs football.
Well, hello everybody. Hello everybody. Game Time Brian, otherwise known as Game Time, is off today. Yes, Game Time is off today. Out and about, doing some errands, gonna hit the gym. Little pre-workout to get the blood flowing. Only 1 cup of liquid gold this morning. Not my traditional 2, then some. Hello everybody, Game Time Brian. Rise and grind, or you're already risen. He has risen. Wanted to do a video. I was off the grid a little bit yesterday. I needed a break. That's just kind of how I reset myself. Everybody's different. Some people just do video for reasons. I gotta enjoy what I'm doing. So some days I'll take a break. So I hope you guys appreciate that and won't hold it against me. But as we move forward, you're talking to Primetime Phil. I know for myself, I will be doing a few. I'm hoping Phil does, because that's how, like, when I met Phil, he was killing it doing that stuff. Break down maybe some of these individual players a little bit. I probably won't do it to the level that he'll do it with the graphics and everything. There are some players that intrigue me. Obviously, you say, oh, well, Tyler Booker. Okay, you know how I feel. Love the player, not at that spot. Still very, very good pick. Perfect world, drop down, pick the same player. You know what I mean? Get yourself another pick. I think I would have been happier doing that. But, hey, we got the player, right? So, you know, when you look at when we traded for Mingo, right? Just do the homework on who Carolina got. They got 2 studs. So, I really don't want to remember that, because they trade 4th round picks. I would say this to my Cowboy faithful. Dallas Cowboys trade 4th round picks like they're water, right? And most of the time, it doesn't pan out, right? Now, I'm not saying Mingo will or will not pan out. I'm rooting for the kid. He's got a lot of the traits. He's only been in the league 2 years, right? So, last year was tough. You get traded mid-year. I get it. We'll give him this offseason. But I would much rather give a 2nd round pick for a young stud. And yeah, everybody's talking about it. You know, whether it's, whether it's Pickens. Dallas has inquired about Pickens. Everybody's saying Shoddy doesn't want to coach Pickens. That's a lie. That's a lie. And Cortland Sutton. Now, honestly, if I had to pick between the two, give me the younger player. I'll try and nurture the man, meaning Pickens. They're both going to need to be paid, so it'll be a show me year, which is why I'm not giving a 2nd round pick for Pickens. But that's just me. But I will be doing some video. I might just do 1 video and cover like 2 or 3 of the prospects. But let me just discuss one of the most intriguing prospects that I was excited about, and it happened to be a 7th round draft pick. Dane Brugler had this guy mocked in the 3rd round, round number 3. Yeah, we got him in round 7, none other than Jay Toya out of UCLA. Jay Toya, the one technique, 6'2", maybe 6'1 and 3/4, 325, 324 he's listed at. He's probably heavier. Gives you decent penetration. Pause. But yeah, Jay Toya. I'm going to dig into him a little more. Stay tuned for that video. Damn, it's hot. It's really hot in these rhinos. My air in this vehicle ain't working. but that's awful loud. So yeah, that's, obviously Savon Ravel. I guess the H is silent now. Savon Ravel. Again, upside. A lot of people had him as a first round pick. Some people had him as a second, but to get him in a third, obviously coming off the ACL, I'm more likely to do that in round 3 than in round 2. Donovan Ezaraku, or as he's going to be called, Easy. We'll break down all the picks, but Jay Toya is the guy, and everybody thinks you need to go in the first round. Yeah, if there's a stud, like Vita Vea, then fine, but there really wasn't that guy. Deion Walker was there's a lot of big time risks in this draft. So, but we'll get into that more in the coming days. You'll see a video here, a video there about our draft picks. But for the most part, I want to turn the page. Okay, I'm done talking about A pluses and draft day trades. That's all well and good. A plus Pro Football Focus. I should put that out there. Some people have us an A, a B, a B plus, whatever the hell. I really don't care. Pro Football Focus is widely regarded as the go-to when it comes to statistics and whatever. I don't always agree with them, so I'm done talking about the grades, and everybody thinks all their picks are great. Now it's about putting in the work, It really is about putting in the work. Talk is cheap, people. When you're on the phone with these, this is the optimistic time of year. Jerry Jones is very critical of Trayvon Diggs' rehab, and he should be. I warned you. I told you guys last year. Word I was getting is that Trayvon Diggs was not putting in the work. It was almost like he said, "Oh, okay, it's training camp. I'll ramp it up." No, the real ones ramp it up. The real ones ramp it up when the cameras aren't on, when everybody's not there, when you wake up in the morning and it's cold, and everybody's sleeping. Everybody's stuffing their face with food, like me, and you're in the gym putting in the work. To me, that's work that you're gaining on the competition. Early bird gets the worm, you know what I'm saying? That's how I feel that Savon, let me know. But Savon Ravel is doing some of the work that he's been doing already. I expect him to start out the training camp on PUP as a precaution only. Probably a weekend, he'll be activated. Book it. The way this kid is looking. And I can't wait for him because the length on this guy and the athleticism, it's not like a Sharon Wright, people. Remember, we drafted a Sharon Wright in round 5, I believe, out of, I want to say, put in the comments, where did we get him from? I want to say San Diego State, San Jose State. Where was Nashawn Wright? USC. I don't think it was USC. It was out there. But anyway, Iowa State. I don't know. Put it in the comments. But I like this kid a lot. I love his ball skills. He moves unbelievably well for a guy his size at 6'2", and then some. So, but yeah, well, like I said, we'll have plenty of time to talk about the draft. But now we turn the page. Now we're looking. But before I get to it, let's talk about the San Francisco 49ers. We're hearing a lot about the Niners just signed George Kittle. $40 million guaranteed. Do you think the Niners, I don't think they're stuck with him for 4 years. He has fallen off a bit. Bang, bang, Niner gang. They are signing George Kittle, right? For one reason and one reason only. And that would be to be able to sign Mr. Irrelevant, Brock Purdy. Brock Purdy is still without contract, right? Remember? Brock Purdy turned down put in the comments, I think it was a $266 million or 296 or 226. I don't know. He turned down a mega deal the Niners aren't happy with. I told everybody he wasn't playing for no 40 mil, 45 mil. He getting Dak money. Watch. He getting Dak money. Now we see. Well, we've already seen it, right? We've already seen what's happening with the Niners. Again, shout out to the Eagles. Shout out to the, Washington's window may close faster than people think because they're an older team with a lot of their players that they're getting. Deebo Samuel, Laramie Tunsil. I know. I like their draft. I like Amos. I mean, Josh Connerly, we'll see. He don't give up sacks, but he looks a little stiff to me. Pause again. I don't know. We'll see. I just feel like Washington has a window, and if it don't happen this year, then maybe they fall. I mean, I'm on record. I was watching Mike Fisher this morning. Fish out. What's up, Fish? And he was saying that they're a better team now than they were last year when they ended. Okay. Why? Because of the draft? Till then we are. Or are you talking about because Laramie Tunsil, who was the most penalized person, offensive lineman in the league last year? Not that he's going to continue to be that, but he also contemplated retirement. So, okay. Or is it Deebo Samuel that looks like he's in the second trimester? I know it brings an element of toughness. I did like your... I liked 2 or 3 of your picks. You had 5. You only had 5 draft picks. So, I don't know, Fish. I mean, sometimes winning when you're young before people think you're ready, you may do better than this year with the tough schedule. I think the Commandos may drop down a couple. That's just me. I know that's not going to sit well with Tommy T and Momo and Fire and all my subscribers. It's just an opinion, right? It's just an opinion, nothing to get all worked up on. But I just thought it was funny. He was just assuming that they're better. Sometimes better with those guys, possibly. It's possibly. I think they may be better, but the Commandos' record may not be as good as it was last year, and they may not have as much success as last year in the postseason. Again, a lot of luck has to take place, but the Niners are signing people. Gilmore was in the building. Mike Fisher also agrees, and I agree that this is probably it, people. I think Gilmore will be a part of the team on a 1-year deal. Who knows what it's going to be? $7 million, $6 million, $8 million. I don't know. Maybe I'll get a little more meat off the bone this contract because because he didn't make a lot with us. So maybe we'll give him a 1-year deal, decent deal. But I don't think it'll happen right away because I think it's going to be where are you at? Where's your health situation? They brought him in. They talked to him. He didn't come to clean out his locker, that's for sure. Mark Hutchinson, I love you, but that's not what happened. They did a fact-finding mission on the player. The player loves playing in Dallas, which is why he did that on his own dime. He came in, hung out. They sat him down. I'm surmising, and this basically Mike Fisher, who's there at the Star, blanketing the Star with all the news. Fish out. But yeah, so that's what it was. So I do expect Gilmore to come in there at some point. Nothing but bad things usually happen when you work out, right? I mean, they're not going to get healthier between now and the season, necessarily. You know what I mean? But I think he will be added at some point. No rush to do it now. None at all. You never know who's going to be released, right? There's no guarantees. Maybe a Jair Alexander's release. I don't think that's happening now. Green Bay's going to try and keep him with that mega deal. You might see a reworked contract. It all depends. Jordan Love kind of gets what he wants in Green Bay, and he basically came out and said that he wants Jair. Dallas would be smart to hold off on Gilmore right now, but I don't know that Jair Alexander fits in the plans now when Savon Ravel falls in your lap. You know, when Savon Ravel falls in your lap, I don't think it's smart to go sign anybody right now. You got the human seatbelt coming back. He needs to buckle up because it was rough last year. He had a shoulder injury, so we'll give him a little bit of slide, but he got too much hype too early and should never got the number 21. So, in my humble opinion. But the next real big thing is going to be rookie mini camp. And I'm looking forward to, because I'm going to jump on my hotel room right away, because I know where I want to be. I'm going to lock it down, with or without. I'm going to pick the dates, lock it down the night of the schedule release, or as soon as I find out when and where Dallas plays the Raiders. When Dallas plays the Raiders. Now, the only bad thing is, if it's September 21st, then I ain't going to the Raider game. Why, you ask? Why, you ask? Well, that's the day my son's getting married. I believe it's a Sunday. I believe the 21st. Put in the comments. Is it a Sunday? I think he's getting married on a Sunday. It's kind of interesting. I never thought about that. But yeah, it's coming up in September. The weekend, I forget exactly. I think it's the 21st, though. So, I'm ready for May 14th. Yes, Wednesday, May 14th, schedule release. I am ready for it, people. I can't wait for it. Just because of that game alone, obviously, we'll be dealing with who we're playing on Thanksgiving, who we open up with, what's the good stretches, what's the bad stretches, when do we play in Philly. Mark's talking about going. I'll be there at the link. I've been there many times. It's not that bad, Mark. Especially Super Bowl winning team with all the flex. I think it was worse back in the day when the Eagles hated Dallas so much. Not that you don't hate us, but you've experienced the Super Bowl being the best not once but twice. And now you're getting a sense of why some of us Cowboy fans who actually saw them win multiple carry ourselves a little different. Welcome to that era of excellence, Eagle fans. Welcome. It feels good, don't it? And if you win another, boy, it just gets better. You feel like we're the best. And that's good for you. You guys deserve it. But now you know. Now you know why other fan bases, I'm used to it, but the Cowboy fans hate Eagle fans because you just are so cocky. And what's up, champ? Right, Drew? What's up, champ? It don't bother me because you still less than half of what I got, baby. You know what I'm saying? That's how I look at it. You know what I'm saying, champ? You know what I'm saying, champ?
Grab his dick and twist it!
Oh my god, dude, this is an MMA fight, dude. It's
You
too much.
twist that dick!
Twist his dick!
Twist his dick!
Oh my god, dude. Oh my god.
Oh, dick twist!